Hi guys, I am. This is the second Instagram Live interview that we are doing as starting our new Insta Live interview series that we are all at For Animals for Earth really excited about. Jessica, if you haven't met her yet, is our intern, and she had this awesome idea. So today I am interviewing Ada and Nathan from Hi Jennifer, hi. All right, I'm gonna see if I can bring these guys on. So, hi Jessica, Jen, how are you? Hi.
Oh, wow.
There we go. Look how adorable you guys are.
Look at this.
It works.
It works.
It works. Yay. So I just started to say that this is the second interview of our Insta Live series, which I am so excited about. And I can't wait to introduce everybody to you guys. So, guys, this is literally the cutest couple on planet Earth. So
Thank you.
Ada and Nathan are musicians and I know yoga teachers, and I'm not sure exactly what else, but why don't you start quickly with telling us where to find you, so what your handle is here on Instagram.
Yeah, we are. Well, Wakes.Life
Yes.
is our Instagram handle, and we're also on Facebook. It's just Wakes. We are Wakes
We
is
are
the little
Wakes, yeah.
slash the URL.
And our website is Wakes.Life. So it's the same as our handle.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And I'm just going to let you talk a little bit about what you do, since you're going to explain it significantly better than what I do.
Wonderful.
Sure.
Yeah. So we're so happy to be here with you because we know that your work is so important in the world, the way that you're motivating people to care about our planet and the other beings, the animals that live with us in this world. And that's work that takes a lot of internal presence to get the energy and resolve to be a part of, especially when there's a lot of ongoing fatigue that can happen. So the work that Nathan and I do with Wakes is really about tapping into that inner space through the power of music. Our bigger vision is about, how can we all awaken to what's the most important to us in our lives, and to live a life of purpose and meaning, and to be more emotionally available and vulnerable with the things that really move in us, so that we can bring that out into the world, heal the things that keep us held back from that, and so forth. And so the main way that we sort of live into that work in the world is through doing these immersive sound meditations. We either call them a sound journey or a sound bath, if you've ever been to one of those before. And for us, that's really an introspective process that allows us to take the time and space to notice what we're thinking, notice how we're feeling, to let ourselves feel what we're feeling, and to let that move through us, so that we're not bottling it up and stuffing it away and repressing.
Yeah, I think music is really a revelatory experience. So whether you are dealing with some sort of conflict in yourself that you're not sure how to get past, and that's holding you back from showing up in life the way that you want to show up, or you feel a sense of like greater purpose to do something bigger than just kind of your daily grind or meeting your own needs, whether that's some sort of form of activism like what you're engaged with, and what I think much of your audience is engaged with, or whether that's just like showing up better in your day-to-day life, whether that's at your daily grind at your job and wanting to be more present with your coworkers or with your family or whatever it is. But music can be this lens, or kind of almost like a vehicle for delivering insight to us about the places in our lives that we are often are unconscious. So we kind of talk about music as being the language of emotion, and it can draw up from within us so much of our unconscious, that when we sit down to really think about something or to talk about it, we can have so many blocks up that we're not aware of in finding what it is that's keeping us from something, or having an insight about like where we could put our energy better. But music can be this, and we all know this experience, right? Your favorite song comes on, and all of a sudden, like a crappy day turns into like a beautiful, exciting moment, and it can just draw so much emotion and unconscious material up from within us, and in a way that we don't have to think about it. We don't have to like psychoanalyze it. We can just be present with and acknowledge. And in that acknowledgement and in that acceptance and in that heightened awareness that we gain through the experiences that we have in a journey through music, then we have a new perspective and new information that we can take into our lives and live into our lives in ways that can be really, really powerful and also rejuvenating. The other aspect that I just want to bring up really quick is that it can help shake things up a little bit and help us release stuff. So there's the revelatory part, and then there's the release. And I think for people that are already showing up to be doing hard work in the world, work that has a lot of tension in it, like activism, it's so important for us to have the spaces to acknowledge and honor and release the stuff that is tight within us, so that we can feel more free to be who we are and to keep showing up in the ways that the world needs us to show up.
Yeah, I know that it's been really helpful for me in that way, joining in on the sound baths. I think that it's it can be hard, I feel like, when you're constantly bringing up animal welfare, for instance, is just such a sad thing most of the time. And I'm constantly seeing sad things and wanting to help, and a lot of times you just can't figure out how, and it's just it can be an emotional roller coaster, along with just life in general is an emotional roller coaster, right?
Every day.
Every day, right? So I think this just what you guys put together and exactly how you just described it, Nathan, it's like there's this way to unconsciously bubble up the emotions that we may not even know are there. And then I think the forum that you put together kind of facilitates a group consciousness to help just kind of dissipate that and allow that energy to keep flowing instead of sitting inside us and spinning, I want to ask you like so many questions. I think I probably need to just have you guys like come on the full podcast so that we can do like a full on, like lots of questions.
That'd be wonderful.
Love that.
So try to keep these short. Let me ask you what you think is something that everybody who's watching could do, a simple idea, a simple action that people could do in their lives to tap into this unspoken movement of emotion that we are talking about today. Can you think of one simple thing that you would recommend to people to do if this conversation is resonating with them?
Yeah, I think that gosh, it's so fascinating. Something that we were talking about prior, and something that's really important to us in our life and in our practice, is really, how are we stepping into our day? How are we facilitating some sort of self-connection before we get swept off into the current of our to-dos and our tasks and the work that we want to be so much a part of doing. And so I think having some sort of morning practice of quiet, of introspection, can be really important. And whether you want to use sound or you want to use music, that's a way that you can help get into that current of mindfulness. Something so simple, something that I do sometimes is like just humming, following my voice. Like it's like a little internal massage, but it also helps you notice like what wants to express in ourselves or in myself in that moment. So that can be something really gentle that helps us come into our bodies, helps us notice how we're feeling. On a deeper level, like if you wanted to, on our website, there's a free morning musical meditation. It's guided. So that's a little bit more of a guided practice where you can use this process of attuning and listening. That particular song is really matching with the breath. And so you can kind of follow it to be getting into your body and just arriving into the moment. Like, how am I this morning? How am I today? How do I want to show up?
Yeah, I think of just a practice of listening, just starting off the day. I think that's one of the deepest powers of the practice of using music for mindfulness, is that we create a space and time, especially at the beginning of the day, when our only job is just to tune in and see what's going on and to listen. And that's like the interplay of listening outside of ourselves and listening to this, this piece of artwork that someone has put together, but also listening to the ways that resonates and takes shape inside of us, and what gets suggested and kind of bubbles up from that space, and staying open to receive whatever that is with acceptance and with a willingness to be compassionate with whatever that is. If it's hard, if it's sad, if it's joy, and any of that.
Yeah, I love that. And I love, I actually have your meditation, and I recommend that to everybody listening. It's incredible. And I think for me too, I find that what you're describing, along with just stopping quietly to connect with my feet on the ground in earth, connect with, my family members, my pets, but also like the animals outside my window, the earth, it's just I love what you're describing of how the sound moves through you and out of you. And it's just such a nice way to start the morning with, I feel like, a little bit of gratitude for just the fact that I woke up here and I'm here, and it's another day. Yeah. And there's especially when you're doing activism stuff, there's also a lot of excitement around what you could do today, if you're able to feel it over the disappointment over, the way things might be going. So I love that. So you mentioned it's on your website. What's it's been so long since I got it. Can you explain again where the best way to get it?
It's right on our homepage, and you can get there by going to Wakes.Life. So instead of .com, it's .life. And it's just right there, and you get access to it really easily. I think that something, especially in the context of your community, just noticing, like, whether you're doing a long, full sound journey, sound bath, which is a deeper, longer experience, or you take that moment at some point in your day or in the morning, whether through a meditation or that humming practice or something like that, is to notice, like, what am I feeling? What am I needing? And that might be the excitement to be like, yes, I'm going to do this and this and this today. This is part of my mission. I know I'm here for this. Another part could be like, oof, I feel really tired. I feel exhausted. I actually can't do anything. I need to be with the sadness, or I need some catharsis. I feel really angry about what's going on with this issue. Okay, I need catharsis. I need rhythm. I need movement, vigor, something like that. And so I think that that's the beautiful part of this reflective, introspective practice is how we become aware inside to then reflect out into our lives.
I love that. Yeah, I really love that. And we haven't talked that much about the sound bath, but I just remembered you have the sound bath coming up on Thursday.
We do.
And you always do this really fun giveaway.
Yes.
So why don't you talk that really quick too, if anybody wants to try to win a chance or just join the sound bath.
Yeah. So we will put a post up tomorrow at Wakes.Life on our Instagram handle there. And I'll have a few instructions if you do, 1, 2, 3, answer a question, follow, tag, those kinds of things. And then we put your name into a hat, and then we'll draw someone to be able to join us for free on Thursday. The sound bath experience it starts at 8 p.m. on Thursday Pacific time frame. And it goes between an hour to an hour and a half. And really it's a space to tune in and listen. It's a much deeper, longer auditory journey. And so you just want to be somewhere really comfortable, quiet, have good headphones or good speakers, and allow yourself the time to sink into that experience of tuning in with yourself and in with the music. So if you want to try something a bit more immersive and full on, those are on Thursdays at 8 p.m. And we have information on our website. If you go to that same homepage, there's a link. It's called Soul Searching Sound Bath Series.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Thank you guys so
Thank
much.
you.
It's so
Thank
nice
you
to
so
see your
much.
lovely faces.
You too.
Yes.
I get to see them again on Thursday, so it's like twice in 1 week. It's
Yes.
awesome.
Love it. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you
Okay.
for everything you're doing in the world. Thank you for your leadership and your care and compassion. And it's really wonderful to have you in our community taking care of yourself so that you can continue to take care of our world in this way that's so important. And so we're grateful to be a part of that experience and journey to support you.
Thank you. And it's a gift to be in the community too. So good all around. Love it.
Lovely. Do you have any last words, Nathan?
No, so just thank you so much for having us here. It's so wonderful to be drawn into everyone's different circles, especially like I was saying, when we get to support each other. I think that's what we work for. That's what we live for, is helping people to be able to show up in their most vibrant way. And even though we might not on the day-to-day be working in animal activism, it helps us to know that we could be even a little bit of support for those that are.
For sure. Absolutely. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Lots of
thank you
love.
guys. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
Okay,
Have a good
bye.
day. Bye.
Thanks, you too. Bye. Here we go.